Hey, I just wanted to jump on real quick to kind of mention something that happened today. Um, so, I was supposed to have this gig, right? And it's like a real fast gig. It's one of those local commercials that you might see on TV, and very plain coverage, and the owner talks to the camera, you know. And I probably only spent like an hour to hour and a half doing this, but this specific gig here, um, I guess the business owner, they changed their mind. They didn't want to shoot it today, and they wanted to delay it till April, but they didn't tell anyone. So none of us knew. I didn't know. The people I worked for didn't know, and so I had to So I contacted the company, and they're discussing with it right now. So this is one of those weird occasions where communication kind of is ultimately lacking in that sense. Um, there's a lot. There's probably some variables that I don't know that may have made them think about that. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird because it felt weird in the beginning. I contacted the person that I was supposed to contact yesterday about getting a script for the teleprompter, but then I didn't get any response. So I was just like, I'll just go there and maybe they could text it to me, right? But nope, that person doesn't work there anymore. So that's why I didn't get a response. So first off, that was kind of a, you know, telling point of what might happen, but I wouldn't have expected that anyways. So now I'm just back at home, and the reason I'm mentioning this because the business location is an hour away drive, and so I just spent 2 hours basically wasting my time when I could have been doing other stuff. I could have been working my business a little more, making more videos for you guys, whatever, and it's just a waste of time. And I know a lot of people who watch these videos aren't clients type people. They're more like, my line of work. But if you are a client, then maybe consider communication a little bit better. Otherwise, if you're, the majority of the viewers here, it isn't my client specifically, but if it was, I might drop this client because of that. Um, Depending on the contract, I might have sent them what they sent me, but this is the one of the occasions that I might be like, yeah, it's okay. You know, um, this isn't a really high paying gig, but it's like for the amount of time I'm doing the job, it's like pretty good pay. So if it was my client, it would be obviously higher pay, and I would try and make things work. And something like this wouldn't have happened, in my opinion. It feels like they hired me personally. So that's just kind of something to think about. And if it does happen, something like that, like if they do cancel it and you do know about before the day of, there's something called a kill fee that you might want to consider into your contracts, where they delay a day and they want to choose another day. Then maybe say, okay, then that's a kill fee because we've scheduled this day, and it's within this amount of hours before the production day that we have to reschedule. So you have to pay this much. And if that's in the contract, then they might actually not. They actually might not delay. The only time that's happened to one gig was from. It wasn't my personal gig, but it was supposed to be a travel to Illinois. It was last year. It was around this time too, and then they canceled like probably 2 days before the shoot. So, but then they paid us though, because they understood what was happening and why they canceled it. So we still got the full pay that we were supposed to get. They just rescheduled and we got paid again for that actual work day we did. So I don't know. That's just something I would do. Maybe um, removing them as a client is a little harsh, but I'm kind of in the situation now where I can't be playing games and be going between yes or no. It needs to be a yes or no pretty quick for me these days. Um, you guys are probably business owners, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Even if you're not, you probably had times and situations where a lot of your time was wasted. So it's kind of important that your time is utilized properly, because that's why that's what we mainly charge for, right? Our time, not exactly our skills or anything else. It's just our time, because the saying "time is money." So I don't know. That's just my thought on it. If you guys have any other thoughts or something like this, feel free to talk about that in the comments. It's just an hour drive there and hour drive back. That kind of like bugs me a little bit, because am I gonna get compensated for it? I'm sorry. Am I gonna get compensated for it? I don't know. So we'll see what happens.